Balco began in 1990 with 4 local businessmen who, actually Malcolm May, who was the original chairman, was actually chair of the local economic development board committee, who was sick of seeing young people leave the area to get a job, and basically at one of those meetings one night said, hands up who's prepared to start a business, and Malcolm was in himself, and there was 3 others who said they would commit to start a business, and they collectively started the business of processing hay. Malcolm was a large farmer already delivering hay to another processing development, thought we can do this, and so in 1991 Balco turned over about 250,000, and that was the beginning of the industry at that time. Balco serves markets all through Asia. Predominantly Japan's been our largest and long-standing market, South Korea, Taiwan, China for the last 7 or 8 years, and it's rapidly grown from being our smallest market to our second largest in China. And a developing market for us is the UAE region. During the drought, it's always hard because we feel for the farmers, and yet we also know we've got to supply our markets overseas. So it is a really difficult time. Probably one difference we have with our farmers as opposed to a lot of grain contracts is our contracts are hectare based. So we just ask the farmers to commit to an area of land rather than a tonnage. And so we work with them flexibility on depending on what the season gives us as their tonnages ramp up and down. So it's probably one of the advantages of being an exporter, but definitely supply and demand is an issue that highlights in a drought. Predominantly it goes to dairy, but it also is fed into beef lots as well, and particularly the straw is often used for feed into a beef lot. So the farmer at the other end is looking for a not green product in the hay because they want to keep the fat content of the meat nice and white, and so that's a really important factor. Hay is fed for fibre in a dairy diet and also in the beef diet. In South Australia we source it from a 150 kilometre radius of Bowmans or Balaklava, all through the general farming areas. Our biggest regional issues at the moment certainly is employment, is finding consistent staff, and that's always a challenge for our local communities. And other issues that are real is, power pricing is, we're quite a big user of power, and that's always a challenge for us. What has been an issue in the past, particularly in South Australia, has been balance of trade coming in and out, so for container availability and also pricing. But that's something that's improved in the last 5 years, and we hope that trend continues out of the Port of South Australia. The best thing about operating out of Balaklava in a local community is the people. Absolutely 100%. We're very involved in our community, both here and in Western Australia as well. We sponsor, we're involved in local communities. Our staff are all involved in schools and local communities, and so classic example of the drought this year, people pull together in country areas to help each other through that situation, and so 100% people are the most important thing about communities. So for us at Balco, we look forward to the industry, industrial relations type updates. We use them, we tap in for advice in those matters, and also we appreciate the regular information sessions that are available for training for us, for our staff and our managers to attend at Business SA.